And a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones now on 3rd down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. I was going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. Whoa! He just yanked that one right to the left. And no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Murray trying again after the pick six. He's got this one completed to Mims. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, part and a half to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On play action, it's Murray out to his left. And he is out of bounds here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Play fake. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with to try to at least get down into field goal range. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Thornton. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. It's brought in by Harris. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thornton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A final shot before half for Murray. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On second down, this is Harris.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
But when you go from second and 4 to third and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Jones from the gun on third down. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught at the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for New England. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
2nd down and 8. Murray going to throw. Able to connect with Mims. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Spiller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Spiller, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it, rolling to his right. Open man, Parham, he's got him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there by the safety, but in truth, he's really playing linebacker because he's lined up so close to the line of scrimmage. He's able to read and react with force and make the play behind the line.
Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Thornton. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Kenneth Murray, the Chargers' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop. Now Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall.
And the Patriots have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
first down, and they go back to Harris. A little second effort there on the strong run, and then drop just inside of the 20. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And that's off the right.